Breaking developments out of London this hour are sending shockwaves through royal watchers around the world, as Buckingham Palace confirms a dramatic escalation in tensions involving King Charles, Prince William, and the Duchess of Sussex. According to multiple palace-linked sources, Meghan Markle has been stripped of remaining royal styling privileges following the exposure of what officials describe as a previously undisclosed overseas financial account. The move, coming quietly but decisively, marks one of the most consequential steps taken by the monarchy since Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties. If you found this report insightful, take a moment to reflect on how celebrity culture shapes health trends and why responsible conversation matters. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more in-depth coverage that goes beyond the headlines and keeps you informed as these stories continue to unfold. Share this video, leave your thoughts in the comments section. Palace aides say the decision was finalized after a closed-door review involving King Charles and the Prince of Wales earlier this week. While the palace has not released details of the financial revelations themselves, officials confirmed that the issue centered on transparency, compliance, and the continued use of royal titles in commercial and international contexts. The timing of the action, and the fact that it was approved jointly by both the king and his heir, has only intensified speculation that this was not a symbolic reprimand, but a calculated institutional response. According to sources familiar with the matter, concerns were raised after documentation linked to an offshore banking institution surfaced during a routine review connected to international partnerships. While there is no public allegation of criminal wrongdoing, palace insiders stress that the monarchy's concern was reputational risk. One senior aide described the situation as a final breach of trust, adding that the royal family had repeatedly warned against any activity that could be perceived as trading on royal status without disclosure. The Sussexes have long insisted they operate as private citizens. However, critics argue that titles and associations connected to the crown continue to be used, directly or indirectly, in branding, influence, and access. It is within this context that the King and Prince William reportedly agreed that clarity was needed, not only for the public, but for governments, charities, and institutions that interact with the monarchy worldwide. In a brief statement released moments ago, Buckingham Palace confirmed that certain honorific styles will no longer be used in official or semi-official capacities. While Meghan was not named directly, royal correspondents confirmed that the language applies specifically to her remaining Duchess styling in external communications. Prince Harry's status was unchanged in this announcement, though aides caution that further reviews are ongoing. The decision reflects a growing shift in how the modern monarchy enforces boundaries. Since ascending the throne, King Charles has emphasized a slimmed-down, accountable royal institution. Prince William, according to those close to him, has taken an even firmer stance, particularly when controversies threaten to overshadow the work of senior working royals. One source close to the Prince of Wales described the move as inevitable, saying patience had run out. Reaction to the news has been swift. In the UK, constitutional experts note that titles are not merely ceremonial, but symbols tied to public trust. While Parliament technically controls peerages, the use of styles and honorifics within royal protocol falls under the sovereign's authority. In the United States, where Meghan resides, legal analysts emphasize that holding a private bank account abroad is not illegal in itself, but optics matter when public figures are involved. Supporters of Meghan argue that the action is punitive and politically motivated, pointing out that no formal charges or investigations have been announced. They contend that the Duchess has been targeted repeatedly for decisions that other royals have historically made without consequence. Online, hashtags defending Meghan began trending within minutes of the palace statement, with fans calling for transparency from the monarchy itself. Critics, however, see the development as confirmation of long-simmering concerns. Several royal commentators have highlighted past warnings issued by the palace regarding branding deals, financial independence, and the separation of royal identity from private enterprise. They argue that the monarchy cannot afford ambiguity at a time when public scrutiny is intense and institutional trust is fragile. What makes this moment particularly significant is the unified front presented by King Charles and Prince William. In previous years, palace insiders often described internal disagreements about how to handle the Sussex situation. This time, sources say there was consensus. One aide put it bluntly, stating that the monarchy cannot move forward while unresolved questions linger. As of now, representatives for Meghan have not issued a response. In past statements, the Duchess has maintained that she and Prince Harry fully support transparency and operate within the law. Whether a formal rebuttal or clarification will be released remains to be seen. Media requests for comment are reportedly ongoing. Beyond the immediate controversy, the implications are far-reaching. For the monarchy, this is a signal that titles are not decorative relics, but privileges tied to conduct. For Meghan and Harry, it underscores the narrowing space between royal association and private life. And for the public, it raises enduring questions about accountability, power, and the evolving role of the crown in a globalized world. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the relationship between the Sussexes and the royal family has entered a new and more final phase. With lines now firmly drawn, the possibility of reconciliation appears increasingly remote. We will continue to monitor this developing situation and bring you verified updates as more information becomes available. If you want to stay informed on the stories shaping the future of the British monarchy, make sure to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay connected with us for ongoing coverage you can trust.